Today's podcast is brought to you by Audible.com. Get a free audiobook download at www.audibletrial.com/comedy podcast network. Over 100,000 titles to choose from for your iPhone, Android, Kindle, or MP3 player.
Everybody, and welcome to the Sports Podcast. I'm Joel Anderson.
I'm Jordan Pomaville.
And joining us as always is the sports outsider, Phil Ranta.
I'm outside, but now I'm inside on a microphone on the podcast.
Yes. All of those things are accurate.
It's true. I give a lot of exposition for the show.
Yep.
That's true.
Yes.
In your role as a sports outsider, you were often giving the audience backstory and exposition.
Yeah, I am expository, not to be confused with a suppository. Am I right, Butt?
Sometimes you feel like a suppository, Phil.
Yeah, pain in the ass, right?
Yep.
I hear ya.
Jordan's back.
Hey,
welcome
guys.
back, Jordan.
Hey, thanks, guys.
We missed you.
I missed you more.
Oh, you're like a baby.
What the fuck does that mean?
You know what it means.
Okay.
You're like a baby.
I am like a baby. I need you.
Exactly.
I feel.
Yeah. You suckle of my breast for nutrients.
I didn't. I was hoping we wouldn't go there. It was my first show back.
I'm sorry.
I'm still trying to get the glitter off from work.
Yeah.
And I just, it's the kind of, I don't like. Did you see any games this week, Phil?
No,
Okay.
I didn't.
Tech Mobile Update Watch Update.
Tecmo Bowl Update Watch Update. Brought to you by
Febreze. Oh, my eyeballs. Oh, they feel better.
That sort of seems to imply that you would want to spray the Febreze
No,
into your eyeballs.
that was a payoff drop, I think, from last week where he got sprayed in the eyeballs.
Oh.
He's been sprayed in the face before,
Yeah.
the guy doing the drop. Or he's mimicking being sprayed in the face.
Right. I don't think they'd really do that for an ad campaign.
It's one of those things, voice actors can get very into a role.
Yeah.
They can make you believe they've been sprayed in the eyeballs, they're in a lot of pain, and then they're okay.
Yeah, totally.
I was pretty sure they had actually sprayed the voice actor in the eyeballs.
Maybe.
Those voice actor people, they're in a guild. You can't do that.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, this week in Tecmo Super Bowl, Week 11, things are starting to heat up, but the weather's cooling down. This week, my 1991 San Francisco 49ers took on the Atlanta Falcons and won 35-17.
Holy crap, that's close, Phil.
They did a lot of shotgun formation plays, which made it very hard to sack them.
Was the defense not prepared for that?
Well, this late in the season, oftentimes if you have two men guarding a receiver, they're still going to catch it every time. And Joe Montana, very good quarterback, but every receiver is always guarded on every play.
Yeah.
So what I ended up doing by the end is Joe Montana was just running every time, picking a pass play and just running it. That's how I got it down the field.
Known as a mobile quarterback.
Yeah.
People always said decent passer, just like lightning on the field.
It was a different era for the game.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, if they're guarding every receiver every time, you send everyone out long, run with the quarterback.
You are a true football super genius.
I am. If nobody has thought of this in the NFL and someone wants to pay me to be their offense coach, I will do it.
Offensive coordinator, maybe?
Offensive coordinator, maybe.
Yeah.
I would love that if this sports podcast can go on for long enough, say 20, 30 years, that we can finally get you into a movie where you take on a high school team and you coach them not unlike you would coach a Tecmo Super Bowl team.
Oh, yeah, where I have a controller on the sideline and I'm like, run, and the guy's like,
hit A rapidly.
That's more Saturday Night Live sketch. I'm talking a feature film where you embrace your strategies, like having a non-mobile quarterback
where, like, Kristen
run.
Wiig has little hands and she's like, ow, little hands,
Yeah. About that.
Totally.
There would be a Kristen Wiig character with little hands in the movie.
Yeah, she's blowing up.
All right. So, hey, record now for the 49ers?
It's 10-0.
All right. And who are you playing next week? Who are you looking ahead to?
Don't know. Didn't look ahead.
That's right. You never look
never
ahead.
look ahead.
Stay focused.
Right
One
here.
game at a time.
I'm glad you finally learned.
Yes, thank you.
That's how you go 18-0, Phil.
Yeah.
Tech Mobile Update Watch Update.
Tecmo Bowl Update Watch Update. Brought to you by
Febreze. I wonder how this feels in my tongue. Ah, it burns again.
Why would it burn his tongue?
Huh?
I don't think Febreze burns your tongue.
Well, you
I don't
shouldn't
think
try
so.
it. You
shouldn't try it.
No.
But it doesn't.
I mean, I think it does all sorts of bad things. I don't know that it's going to
if
burn.
it burned your tongues, it would burn the mucous membranes inside your nostril.
Ew,
and it's meant to be smelled.
Yeah. It's true.
Jordan makes an excellent point there.
I agree.
All right. Miami Heat streak no longer elite in Chi-Town defeat. The Chicago Bulls were defeated the Miami Heat on Wednesday night, 101-97. The Heat fall to 21-7 of the last 28 games.
Yeah, we talked about that last week, huh?
What?
We did mention, yes, that the Heat streak was broken.
Yeah, the Heat streak was broken. We talked about it without you.
Already?
Yeah.
They were 27-1
I did a really
in the
cool thing where I was like Michael Jordan, and then Joe was like, Michael Jordan's not on the Bulls anymore.
I don't sound at all like that. There's any number of parodies of my voice that you could do, Phil.
This is Joe's voice. You can't tell the difference. Right?
Yeah, we did mention.
And actually, wait, was that you, Joel? No, that was Phil.
That was me. That was me doing the Joel voice.
It's not the Joel voice.
Well, I'm guessing there's one thing you didn't cover.
What's that?
Attempted headband thievery after the game? What? After the game, as the Heat marched their sad march of defeat to the visitors' locker room, a fan reached out and tried to grab LeBron James' headband right off his head.
What?
LeBron, an athlete, ducked and eluded the thief.
Phew.
This is on YouTube. He reaches for it. LeBron James goes, ah! He ducks out of the way real quick, and then he looks at the fan and kind of stares him down like, dude, that's my headband. What the fuck are you doing?
Yeah, he can afford more headbands.
Well, the Chicago Bulls fan who attempted the larceny reportedly wanted to know what, quote, loser sweat smelled like.
Yeah.
Of course, he has several wristbands from the Chicago Cubs, from which with he hoped to cross-examine and compare to LeBron's.
Oh, he's a scientist.
His hypothesis is that their odor is not similar at all.
Yeah, probably right, because LeBron just won all those games. Well, lucky for us, through our department that sets up the interviews,
right?
They've done a great job so far. They've gotten a lot of huge gets, over the year. We have a lot of guests. Show.
I would
Jack
say
Nicholson on this show.
Yeah, that's huge.
A lot of these guests, though, I feel like when they come on our show, they don't act like we're used to them acting.
Right?
No.
They act
like
they're
surprises.
being goofy.
I will grant you that.
A lot of it's like silly the way they act.
I think it's probably because they don't go on a lot of podcasts. They're probably like, I can let my hair down.
Yeah, exactly. It's time for me to goof. This isn't a goofing podcast.
Anyway, Gene in scheduling has come through again. I am told.
That's who does this, Gene in scheduling.
Yeah, Gene in scheduling.
Yeah.
His desk is right next to What's Your Bucket, who always wins our pool.
Sally. That's Sally.
Who had Wichita State in the Final Four.
She's amazing.
It's freaking ridiculous.
She's amazing.
Yeah, she picked U of M because she likes the yellow.
It's maize, but
but she says she
that's
likes
right.
the
She
yellow.
said she would have said yellow.
She picks based on colors, but then she's not specific about the colors.
So who do we have?
Gene in scheduling has told us that he has a prominent member of the Miami Heat here tonight to talk about us. He was in a rush. He was trying to finish lining everything up, and he said, "Hey, from the fresh off their 27-game win streak, 6 games short of the all-time record.
Oh, man.
Major member of the Miami Heat."
So I thought that his name was Jean the whole time, like Jean Valjean from Les Miserables. His name's Jean, like
Gene.
jeans. I've been calling him Jean.
Gene. You thought it
Wow,
was
I
Gene?
thought he was French.
Look,
he's got that little.
Well, no,
mustache.
he is French.
Oh,
French. His parents. He's born here.
oh.
His name
wow,
is
that's
Gene.
amazing. His name is Jean. Wow.
how is this what you're fixating on,
Look,
Phil?
it can't be LeBron, can it?
I could be. He said a major member.
Oh, but I feel like
I'm
he
gonna
would have
take
said
his
LeBron. But
headband.
here's the thing: even if it's Chris Bosh,
Oh, that's still huge.
still cool.
even if it's
Dwayne Wade,
Dwayne
Wade. That's
gold
still cool.
medalist and 2-time NBA champion Dwayne
Wow.
Wade.
I would even get excited about Juwan Howard.
Oh, yeah, you would
That's
get excited
yeah.
about
I mean,
Juwan
hey,
Howard.
any member of Juwan Howard.
It's not Juana Man?
Juana Man was a fictional character in a fictitious movie.
Yeah.
It didn't even get made. They tricked the Iranians into thinking it was going to be shot there so they could get out of Dodge.
Oh, yeah.
Either
That
way,
didn't land.
I'm
No.
really excited.
I
So,
got you. Ian.
everybody stay tuned. Could be LeBron James on later.
Wow.
You know
Maybe Dwayne Wade, maybe Chris Bosh. He said a prominent member of the team.
Oh, well,
so,
I'm excited.
yeah.
We got one more piece of news.
What's
Oh,
that?
Okay.
Robinson Cano leaves Scott Boras, now represented by Jay-Z.
What?
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah.
Are these baseball players?
Robinson Cano is a baseball player. Jay-Z is a Renaissance man whose Renaissance-ness is only out-Renaissanced by James Franco.
Yeah.
Is he a batter? Is the guy a batter?
He's a batsman, yes.
Does
He's
he-
a second baseman. He's an all-star. He's an MVP candidate every year. Scott Boras is probably one of the most prominent. I'm sorry, am I boring you, Joel?
So he's a good batter then.
He's one of the best second
So
base.
you could say he's got 99 problems, but the pitch ain't one. Is that what you're saying?
You could say that.
Boom! You heard it here, folks. Oh, joke of the year,
Jeez.
Phil Ranta.
That was a long way to go for that one, but I went there.
2 hours, and that was the only one.
That was the only one I could come up with.
That was a late notice.
Yeah.
Oh.
All right, Rutgers head basketball coach Mike Reese is a dick, should be fired.
Oh,
That headline had a semicolon in it.
Yikes.
He was suspended for 3 games in last September for his behavior at Rutgers practices. The school didn't comment on it much, but since then, video has surfaced of what he did at those practices. Dude's an asshole. He pushes, kicks, and throws basketballs at players. Now, each of those individual events, kicking a player, throwing a basketball at point-blank range at a player, including at their head, not just legs,
Wow.
shoving them around the court and, calling them derogatory names. Each of those individual events is what? How long? 5 seconds? Maybe?
Yeah.
Or an
7
entire
seconds?
childhood.
Well, I'm just saying, the video that just was released recently that showed the events that he was suspended for was 30 minutes long.
Wow.
Holy freaking
Made
heck.
of just clips of him abusing players.
30 straight minutes of
Did
player
they play the
abuse?
behind it the whole time?
They didn't. They were showing it to officials, and then
Okay.
they had to show it to the press. And so when they finally showed it to the press, they took the yakety sax out of it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's smart.
Less tasteful.
Yeah.
But it's one of those things where, you might think he's intense. You might think he's a competitor.
Mm-hmm.
You might think he's like Bobby Knight. Bobby Knight won games.
Yeah, Bobby Knight did win.
This guy's 44 and 51.
Whoa. So he had a lot to be mad about.
Yeah, apparently. But also, it's one of those where if you're a coach, you can be a jerk and you can be a loser. But you can't be both.
Yeah.
Be both.
He's
And
got to go.
So Jay-Z
Yeah.
got mad about this?
No, we went to the next news
We're on the
story.
next
Oh,
news
you're on the
story.
next.
You had one
skipped
pun,
that.
Phil.
No, but you skipped that so quickly that it
Well,
felt like
I
the
was
same
waiting for the
story.
pun run.
Okay.
I was waiting for you to go bananas on puns. I was waiting for something about Empire State of Mind or Big Pimpin'.
By the way, do you guys want to run the Empire pun run this Friday? Joel loved it. Joel loved
It's
it.
not fair how much he liked it.
It's true. It's not fair. Comedy's too easy for me.
Really thought the Joanna Man Argo thing, would
Yeah,
forget
I thought
about
of
it.
it.
All right. Also, we're going to do MLB predictions on the show today. And Phil, do we got a weird sport?
Goddamn right we do.
All right.
All right, let's
get
do it.
started. All right, this is really exciting.
I'm so
right through those
excited,
doors
'cause
right
you're
now.
excited.
I know. You're going to have to feed off my excitement
Yee!
of a real, live Miami Heat.
Yes.
Collective noun.
All right. Let's get him in here.
Well, that's, I really can't. That's not a
He's a
basketball.
basketball player?
I don't think so. I don't think
Seems
that's.
kind of
Hi
little
there.
for basketball.
How's it going?
Oh, hi.
Are you, you LeBron's agent? Maybe?
No. I'm Eric Spolstra.
Oh, it's not Spolestra?
No, it's Spolstra.
Oh, the dick drug. Spolestra?
No, it's I'm the head coach of the Miami Heat.
Oh. Well, it's great to have you here.
Yeah, kind of.
What do you?
We're really both really thrilled to have the head coach of the Heat
I'm
here.
just feeding off Jordan's energy.
and
I mean,
not
Gene said you guys wanted to have one of the primary
Gene
contributors.
Siskel, is he here?
no.
Oh, you're talking about Jean.
That would have been
The Gene thing messes me up because I've been calling him Jean for so long.
great to see Gene Siskel.
Yeah,
Bless his soul.
yeah.
I'm sorry, guys, but you don't have to look so visibly disappointed that I'm here.
Well,
No,
we heard member of the Heat.
Yeah.
I was kind of hoping for even Juwan Howard or
Yeah,
Shane
Juana
Battier.
Man. Juana Man, the
Even
movie
Ray
Juana Man.
Allen would have been great. Dwayne Wade.
Yeah,
A lot of
but-
painful
I mean,
memories of 06 against the Pistons, but we could sort it out.
I was on the staff at that point, but I was actually not.
Well, hey, that's great. That's
Yeah,
great.
that's cool. You had a job.
Listen, I
It's
can
tough
I
economy.
can talk to you guys about all of these players.
I was gonna say, so
Oh,
you know him? Like-
him? Do you like
Of
hang
course,
out?
I
Do
know.
you have
I'm the
champagne
head.
parties?
I'm the head coach.
Yeah, I bet that you've had. Seen
I
some
decide
they
when
like?
they
things.
play.
You say that, but I think NBA players decide when they play.
Yeah.
Okay, that's a common misconception. Okay, but listen, I've been on the Heat staff since '95.
How come I didn't see you in their Harlem Shake video?
Yeah, that was funny. To do the Harlem Shake. And then they all dance and hump air.
I didn't participate in that. Again, because I'm the head coach. I was spending time.
Oh, you were probably running
plays.
the camera. You were running the camera on that.
I was not running
really,
the camera.
Really
we have a
cool.
media department for the Heat.
Oh.
So, listen, do you guys have any basketball related questions?
I have a basketball related question. So Miami Heat players probably get busy with a lot of caliente chicas. Can you talk about that a little bit?
No, I can't.
Oh, jeez, that's
Chris Bosh. She's pretty tall, right?
Yeah, he's about 6'10".
Yeah. What
Very
about
tall.
Juwanna Man? That was a good movie, huh?
I did not see it. Is this? I mean, did you guys really have nothing here? Because this is.
Well,
There's a lot of interesting things about me.
How much money do you make a year?
About $500,000.
Whoa!
Couple million, something.
How
like
do I get this guy's job? Right? What?
You
Apparently
can't have
just
it because you have to be an expert when it comes to basketball.
When you
like
say
I am.
on staff since 1995, you started like a janitor, right? And you worked your way up.
No,
Like
I
Good Will
was
Hunting.
a coach since 1995. A lot of people credit me with guiding Dwayne Wade with his shooting balance and smoothing out his release after the Athens Olympics.
I'm sure so many people have said that.
Yeah,
that we've all heard that.
A lot of caliente
that's
chicas
totally
were
true.
smoothing out his release.
You're not being defensive
I am
at all.
the first Asian American head coach in NBA history.
Oh, I don't see color.
Yeah.
I've been to back-to-back NBA finals and won last year.
No,
One
you
out-
weren't
one out of
playing.
two ain't
you didn't
bad.
Win. It's like it's kind of like saying I was a spectator, so I won.
Oh, you know who'd be great is Pat Riley.
I don't know
okay.
who that
He
is. But you
coached
seem
the Heat.
excited now. I'm getting excited.
Yeah, he's
Pat Riley is not the head coach right now. I am.
Oh, I know, but doesn't he run the team? He runs the team. He won championships
really
with the Lakers in the 80s. He started Showtime. He even won one with the Heat in 2006.
He started the Showtime
I know.
network?
I was one of his assistants.
You were probably
when
running the
he-
camera or something then.
I was not running the camera. I was
Pat
an assistant
Riley,
coach.
He has slick back hair. He's a really
Oh.
cool-looking guy. Wears really nice suits. Much taller than this guy.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, I
okay,
bet he
really
can dunk.
captivating and charismatic.
This is
fellow.
ridiculous. Okay? I demand respect. There's so many things you guys could be asking me about. Did you know that I, while playing for the University of Portland, was on the court when Hank Gathers collapsed and died during the WCC tournament? That was a big moment in history.
That's
Maybe if you guys
awful.
did a little research, I could be telling you that story right now.
Is LeBron James as funny in real life as he is in the commercials?
Some of those commercials are pretty
Yeah,
good.
because he kind of deadpans.
I don't
me
wanna
and
talk
Chris
about-
Humphries like to watch the commercials and we laugh.
Oh,
Oh man,
I don't want to talk about LeBron James's commercials.
Chris Bosh, he's pretty private, huh?
Seriously?
Yeah, he seems like a private guy. Doesn't talk a lot, kind of shy. Is that?
Yeah, he tends to keep to himself, but when he's on the court, the man's a beast.
Do they have
He gets
hot
his job
dogs
done.
in the stadium that you play at with like bacon on them, or are they just regular hot dogs?
No, just their regular hot dogs.
Oh, that sucks.
wanna know if they
I
have-
have no questions. I have no question. Who are you? I have no questions for
I am
you.
Eric Spoelstra.
Okay.
I played professionally in Germany.
You did? In Germany? Are they like, we are dunking the basketball now. Let us dribble balls and play shooty hoops.
Do you have any?
I coached the Eastern Conference All-Star team this year.
East Berlin?
No.
And was this in Germany?
Does
think
but
maybe
did
I'm
you
gonna
talk
go-
to the guys who played in the game though?
Yeah.
Like the
Of
Eastern
course, I was the
Conference
coach.
All-Stars?
Of course I talked to them.
Whoa.
Oh, that's pretty sweet. Did you get their autograph?
Most of them were on my team.
Derrick Rose, was he there? He's probably
He's
injured.
still injured.
Oh, okay, I forgot. Oh, who else would have been there? Dwight Howard's in the Western Conference now.
I don't know.
Oh, Rajon Rondo, was he there?
Yeah, he was there. But listen,
That man can shoot.
okay.
I can imagine because you're so excited.
I would like to go ahead and point out that all of these people that you are idolizing are my
Yeah.
colleagues. Okay.
Oh, I've got one. Have you ever seen a buzzer beater, like full court?
Oh, in real life?
Yeah.
I'm not a
like-
full court one, but I've seen many real life buzzer beaters. I shot a few myself during my playing career
In Germany.
before becoming an enormously successful basketball coach.
Well, you're a pretty small guy to me. I think you're a pretty small, successful basketball coach. What are you, 5'5"?
Yeah.
okay, I'm leaving.
I think most people could dunk
I'm
you.
going to let Gene know that I will not be returning for another interview, nor will any members of the NBA Miami Heat.
We actually have a couple notes. I was wondering if you could just take to the Heat players.
I am not
Just don't
shuttling
open them.
notes
Just,
for you.
Just give them to them.
What does this say? What is it? Do you like us? Check yes or no. Are you serious?
Well, yeah,
Well,
I mean,
I was trying to get the maybe on there just in case, but Jordan put the kibosh
I'm
on.
an optimistic guy.
Yeah. He thinks they're going to say yes.
No, they're gonna say yes.
Goodbye.
Well, it's been great having you, Eric Spolestra.
I guess.
Spolstra! It's Eric Spolstra! God damn it!
AL.
NL.
All L's.
All right. MLB predictions.
That was a really good drop.
That was a great
I
drop.
like that drop.
You guys ready for some 2013 MLB predictions?
I guess I don't have a choice.
No, you don't.
Nope.
Sports Outsider.
That's me.
Why don't you sit down?
excited.
Open a notepad.
I'm not going to learn.
Take
Then this podcast would be ruined.
Keep you on the outside.
Yeah.
The New York Yankees will finish at the top of the AL East standings. If you're holding the paper upside down.
Oh, that means they'll be at the bottom.
Oh!
As a result of the New York Yankees' poor performance, 70 of their games will be dropped from ESPN to ESPN2. Things are worse for the Boston Red Sox, whose annual 50 home games televised by ESPN are just given to TBS to do with what they will.
Put it on after Conan.
Yeah. Whatever you feel like. As MLB audiences continue to age, the numerous erectile dysfunction commercials give way to the decidedly funny in a different way euthanasia advertisements in the states of Oregon, Washington, and Montana.
Wow, it's like the Spolestra ad?
Yeah, the Spolestra ad will be replaced with something like, "Are you in a lot of pain?
Always.
Don't you just want to go?"
Whatever it is, I'll buy it.
There you go. Buy some death. The Chicago Cubs lose over 100 games, and a sheepish Theo Epstein is forced to admit he left his super secret sabermetric formula for winning at his office in Boston.
It's so embarrassing.
Yeah. The admission achieves a reaction from Bobby Valentine, who laughs for a full 5 minutes in front of press conference microphones before informing reporters, "Yeah, I burned that binder full of numbers and shit." The Miami Marlins raise more revenue by putting their stadium for sale on the daily deal site Groupon.
Ooh, I would buy that.
Yeah. The Houston Astros are confused to find themselves in the American League. Their press release states that if Major League Baseball plans to implement promotion and relegation, they are doing it terribly wrong. Mike Trout is the most suspicious Angel player since Tim Salmon. Something about them both isn't quite right. They arouse feelings of doubt.
They make you feel fishy?
They're fishy. Both their last names are
there
fish.
we go. They're fish. They're fish last names, and it's fishy.
Thanks.
Yeah.
You know, someday I think Mike Trout's name is going to be retired at Angel Stadium, right next to Tim Salmon's name, and that's going to make me so happy. I can't even tell you.
They should have a trout and salmon special then, and then you eat trout and salmon at the
That's
stadium.
actually not a terrible idea.
Both smoked. You could have them
Yeah.
both smoked at the ballpark. That sounds
Yeah.
really
Very
good.
few stadiums serving fish.
Yeah.
Maybe for good reason.
Well,
the
it's not
Tiger
fried
Stadium
stuff.
does have a sushi stand. Last time I was there, I saw it.
It's not Tiger Stadium anymore, Phil. They closed that in 1990.
Whatever. The
You
new
can still call it
Comerica
that.
Park.
Also,
right?
they're all California rolls, so it doesn't count.
Yeah, it's true. They're
It's
all
the
made with
Midwest.
artificial crab.
Wait, you guys are serious?
Yes.
There's
I'm
a
dead
small one,
serious.
but it's like grocery store sushi.
And it's right next to the margarita stand. Dead serious.
Those margaritas are the
bad.
real deal.
Yeah.
In the smartest PR move of all time, Ryan Braun deflects PED suspicion by hiring Ozzie Guillen as his official spokesperson. Predictably, Ozzie quits 1 month into the season after he discovers Ryan Braun is Jewish, creating the media firestorm and sympathy that Braun's Machiavellian plan called for all along.
Amazing.
And our annual reminder that this is definitely the year Albert Pujols receives a birthday card from his mom that says, "Lordy, Lordy, look who's 40.
Ah.
AL.
NL.
All L's.
MLB predictions.
For you, the listeners of Sports Podcast, Audible is offering a free audiobook download with a free 30-day trial to give you the opportunity to check out their service. I personally recommend a wonderful book called The Hunger Games by Suzanne Collins. Joel saw the movie. He said that it was okay. To download your free audiobook today, go to audibletrial.com/comedy podcast network. Again, that's audibletrial.com/comedy podcast network for your free audiobook. And now it's time for another Weird Sports! Weird Sports.
You looked like a a jack-o'-lantern that had started to rot and whose carved face had kind of weathered and warped when
So
you
what
did
you're
that.
saying is that when I did that, my face looked even better than usual.
Your
Absolutely.
face will haunt my nightmares, Phil.
Well, this week's weird sport, Bakator.
Bakator sounds awesome. I almost don't want you to describe Bakator.
It's Bakator.
It seems like it could only be ruined by knowing what it is.
First played by Bakatoruses in the Jurassic period.
Right. Yeah. the Bakatori. Bakator, or more formally, La Bacata Tato Tato. Let me try that again. La Bocateo. Not better.
Bakator.
Yeah, Bakator is a Cambodian martial art that includes weapons techniques.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's one of the oldest existing fighting systems in Cambodia.
I did not think you were going to end.
One of the oldest in Cambodia. Oral tradition indicates that Bakator, or an early form thereof, was the close quarter combat system used to armies before Angkor 1,700 years ago. People have been doing this forever.
So, but they only did this until the advent of the better fighting technique, Encore. Is that correct?
No.
That's what you just
They're
said.
still doing Bakator.
Okay. But
this
just not
is just
in military situations?
Oh, in military situations, yeah. Angkor took over for Bakator,
Yeah.
but Bakator is still done.
Encore's the better system.
Well,
Some would argue that Bakator is better system.
It's the one where
but-
you punch someone over and over, and just when you think the punching has stopped, you punch them one more time when they're not expecting it.
Do you want to know what Bakator really translates to? Do you have a
absolutely.
guess?
To.
Bakator.
I'm going to guess violent movement.
Very close.
Ooh, I'm going to guess thrusting elephant.
Very close. Pounding a lion.
Ooh.
Actually, ours together
Yeah.
made up a hell of a good guess.
Yeah, it's very, very close.
Pounding a lion.
Yep. Bak means to pound, and Tor means lion. Must mean A.
I'm a big Tor fan come football season.
There you go.
But then they always get balked in every game they play.
A common misunderstanding is that Bakator refers to all Khmer martial arts, but it really only represents
Khmer.
one particular
I actually
style.
know how to pronounce that word. Khmer.
Khmer?
Yeah.
Khmer?
Khmer.
Where's the A?
That's
You say
just how it's
Khmer.
pronounced.
So the H makes an A sound?
It does.
I think you're full of pounding lions. It uses a diverse array of elbow and knee strikes, shin kicks, submissions, and ground fighting.
You can't see Phil acting this out, but
Sonic
But I am
boom! Heroic!
Have you seen the meme, the Hadouken meme that's going on online right now?
No.
So people are taking the stance like they're shooting a fireball, and then the other person jumps in the air and puts their legs and feet forward in the air, so it looks like they're getting blasted back in the stomach with
those
a fireball.
are so cool.
It's really cool looking.
I think that's not from Street Fighter 2 though. It's from Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah.
I read an article on it recently. And some of them, there's one where it's like first of all, it's all Japanese schoolgirls. So everybody go home and Google Japanese schoolgirls
Oh, Joel.
as soon as you can. But no, one of them
can't.
she's like
There's a
punching
governor on my computer.
Yeah. I can't get within 500 yards of Googling a Japanese schoolgirl.
But no, you one of them, this girl's pounding the ground with her fist, and 15 of her friends have all jumped simultaneously to make it look like they're being thrown back.
It's really cool looking.
It's really cool.
Yeah, so is Bakator, which is an art that contains 341 sets, like other Asian martial arts, that are based on life in nature.
What's a set? How does that?
A set is like a different stance.
Oh!
Like, for example, some of the, I'm going to go down to the animal styles they have. For example, from the one of the styles called White Krama, there's the duck, the crab, the horse, the eagle, and the dragon.
The duck?
Yeah.
Is that where you tuck your arms in real close and then jab
And
your
you
nose
go,
at people?
you keep hitting somebody and saying duck until you knock them out with the right hook and say goose. That's how that one's done. The green Krama has a little bit more complicated ones, including Monkey King, Lion.
Not just your average monkey set.
No, this is the Monkey King set.
Oh yeah, that's an advanced class one.
Yeah. Lion, elephant, Apsara, and Crocodile.
Wait, wouldn't lion be a really bad set to use?
Yeah, because you're
Wouldn't-
pounding
Yeah,
the
you're
lion.
going to get pounded in this form.
Hey, well, let's do some pounding the lion. You're the lion. Why are you the lion? Why are you the lion? That's what they do at schools. They also have the horse, the bird, the naga, the eagle, the crane. All of them are there.
So
All the hits.
All the hits.
You got them all there. All the
If
sets.
this was a Time Life video collection, all the hits would be there.
is 341 a lot or not so many sets?
It sounds like a lot, right?
It sounds like a lot to me.
I bet if you knew all 341, you could probably kick my ass.
I think they send you a decoder ring in the mail.
Are there that many animals that you can name them after, or do they start having to use adjectives?
Time me. I bet I can get 341 in 341 seconds.
Okay, let's do it.
All right, there's the dog.
Okay, you're joining us again. Phil is 7 minutes into his attempt. He's named 230 animals, which is impressive. But we decided to cut it out because it was terrible podcast.
Mongoose.
All right.
Was that 341?
Yeah, no, that was 242. Also, big dog, small dog, and medium-sized dog, all technically the same animal.
And I forgot
Jordan's
Monkey
right.
King.
You did forget
And
Monkey
Monkey Queen, and Monkey Prince, and Monkey Princess, and Monkey Jester.
A monkey royal family, kind of all one.
Should have done it.
Stretch.
The krama, or the kind of belt that they wear, shows the fighter's level of expertise. The grades are white, green, blue, red, brown, and finally black, which has 10 degrees.
I think in all different martial arts form, black is the best belt you can get.
Yeah. That's because it's the absence of color.
I imagine there's one where it's like
white?
I think white's the because black is the absorption of all color.
Yeah, which is even better.
No, I mean it's an absence.
All
of,
your powers combined. I am a black belt.
It is an absence of reflected color, though.
What?
I mean, it
Bakator!
Bakator history. Bakator is said to be the earliest systemized Khmer martial art, second only in age to the Mon Khmer style of Yat Hakam Kom. Although there's no records to prove this, the term Bakator is itself a possible indicator of its age, pronounced Bakatao, and it comes from La Bakatao, meaning to pound a lion. We already covered that.
Yep.
They're repeating themselves now. At the time of Pol Pot's regime, which, as we all remember, is 1975-1979, those
known
who
as
practiced
the Khmer Rouge. That's why I know how that's pronounced.
I was going to say.
Those who practiced traditional arts were systematically exterminated by the Khmer Rouge.
Boy, that's a
Fled as
downer.
Refugee. Joel already ruined it for you guys. That comes to an end. Another Weird Sport.
Citizens of Podcast Town, this brings us to the close of the Sports podcast. But before we go, Gene would like to come in and give you our contact information.
Is this where I sit? I sit over here. Hey, I am on the podcast.
Gene, by the way, not
It's
a great job on
Gene.
booking the guest this
No,
day.
you call me Gene. Don't call me Jean. It's Gene.
Yes, Gene.
It's Gene. I am from Minneapolis.
You really should beforehand, if you're not going to have a player, say we have someone from the coaching staff.
Yeah.
Or something like that. Don't say a member of the Heat, because then we kind of think it's going to be a player. We're going to prep for a totally
Look,
different
at the
review.
budget you give me, you should be surprised I'll get anyone at all.
Okay, Gene, why don't you just go ahead and give us the contact
All
info?
right, you may email us at sportspodcast@gmail.com. That's sportspodcast@gmail.com. You can tweet at us at sports3podcast. That's at sports3podcast. You can find us on the Facebook by searching sports podcast in your little top bar thingy. You can find us on Stitcher Radio. Go to Stitcher.com today and search this sports podcast. You can find us on iTunes by searching sports3 podcast. That's sports3 space podcast. While you're there, please rate and review. Or you can find all of our back episodes at comedypodcastnetwork.com.
Hey, Gene. There was 3 burritos in the kitchen. I went out and got them while Eric Spolestra was here. Did you eat our burritos, Gene?
You know what they say about people from Minneapolis? They love burritos.
You son of a bitch!
No, stop grabbing
You
my
bring
hair.
Spolestra in here.
Beautiful hair.
You ruined our
My
podcast.
floor-length
and then you
hair.
ate
I'm
my
going to turn the
burritos.
lights off.
Lights off.
have received this transmission from the Comedy Podcast Network. For more shows, visit comedypodcastnetwork.com.